Welcome back, everybody, to the Human Values Collective Sunday night meditation, where we make space to connect with our inner guidance, our inner being, our inner GPS. Where are we going? What are we doing in this big wide world, being pulled in so many directions? What's right? What's wrong for us? For me, I've been in this big theme of slow productivity. That's actually the title of a book that my friend Yano suggested to me. A couple of you know I've got out of the hospital a couple weeks ago, and so a big resolution for me was to figure out how to do less. And so upon hearing that Yano recommended this book, and when we think do less or we think slow productivity, as the book suggests, it can be alarming for a person like me with the Capricorn energy and the can-do attitude, and we're all going straight to the top together. But actually, what I'm learning right now is doing less things. You can do things at a higher quality, and actually you will earn more time because you're less clouded and your nervous system is regulated. So I'm really leaning into that. I'm really feeling that. I believe that what we do here Sunday nights in meditation is very useful for us to get into alignment. The 5 universal human values that we practice as part of education in human values are love, truth, peace, nonviolence, and right action. And so the last one is right action, because when we're burnt out, another definition of burnt out is not enough aligned action. We're doing too many things that we think we need to do, but they're not actually getting us to where we want to go. So all of this is, let's come together in community. Being in community is a very powerful way for us to co-regulate. And meditation, very powerful for us to regulate the nervous system. And breathing is a very powerful way, as we'll learn tonight from our dear Luisa Fernanda, as she described in the video, to manage our stress, to prevent inflammation, and to improve our focus. So that's definitely going to get us closer to our goals. So I'm so excited to welcome Luisa Fernanda to present a breathwork exercise for us today, which is a little bit different from what we usually do, but I believe it's going to be very powerful practice for a lot of us who may not have done breathwork before. So with that, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Luisa Fernanda from Love Your Wellth. And Luisa Fernanda, please make sure that you drop a link, Instagram handle, and all this stuff so that people can follow you and get to know you better. So we're really excited. We're really glad to have you. Very inspired by you and your work. We met in the daily 333 meditation that happens every morning at 7:30 a.m. So a lot of incredible people to meet in there, including Luisa Fernanda. Go ahead and take it away before I keep gushing. Here we go.
No, thank you for the beautiful introduction. I really appreciate it. I receive it, King. So has anyone here done Wim Hof before? Any breath work in the chat? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So I'll try to really break it down. We're gonna do, oh, Andrea has, okay. All right. So it's very just focused on in and out of your breath. We're gonna do 30 breaths, and then we're going to hold. We're gonna 30 breaths, and then we're gonna release it, and then we're just not gonna breathe. The body's gonna do what the body is capable of doing, which is going without breath, that constant. So we're going to take 30 breaths, release, kind of hold. I think it's like a 45-second hold. I think the last one is going to be a minute and a half hold. If you feel the need to breathe at any time, please give yourself permission to do so. This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to feel good. And if it doesn't, then you need to adjust what you're doing. So listen to your body always. We're going to 3 rounds, 30 breaths. When you let go of the breath, when we take that big inhale back in, kind of like in Daily 33, we kind of and squeeze the body. We want to do that too. So after the end, and I'll be guiding throughout the whole session, but I just want to give you guys a little prep so you know what's coming. So after the long breath, the no breathing, we're gonna inhale, hold the breath for 15 seconds, kind of imagining the spinal fluid going from the root to the crown of the chakra, just kind of pushing the air up. You can sit down or lie down, whatever feels comfortable to you. So that's a little bit before the pace is kind of, you really want to make it like a wave. So it's going to be a breath, a belly, chest, out, belly, chest, out. It's very much focused on activating that diaphragmatic breath. All right, so we can just start getting into it. And I will kind of lead us in and out. We can start kind of getting comfortable in our seats, lying down, sitting down, whatever is comfortable for you. You can close your eyes or just kind of do the soft gaze. And just kind of start deepening the breath. Feeling into the body. Round number 1, breathe in, breathe out. In and out, like a wave. Into the belly, into the chest, and then let go. Ten more breaths. You are doing fantastic. Last 5, give it all you got. Last one. Fully in. And then let go. 1 minute breath hold. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Just be in this moment. Let the relaxation spread down to your toes, to your fingers, to the base of your neck and your head. You are almost there. All right, deep inhale in, and we're gonna hold and squeeze the body. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Round number 2. Back into the deep breathing. In through the belly, then the chest, and then the mouth. Like a wave, make it circular. breathing in peace, breathing out stress. 10 more. Five more, give it all you got. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. Feel. Become aware of your body. If your hands and fingers are tingling, or you feel your body rising, your temperature changing, it's okay. You're doing fantastic. If you feel the need to breathe, you may do so, and then just go back to not breathing. You are almost there. All right, deep inhale in and squeeze the body. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Round number 3, last round. Back into the breathing. Into the belly, to the chest, and then out. Keep on going. Make it circular. In with peace, out with stress. Last 10. Last 5, let's give it all we got. On the last one, fully in. 1.5 minute breath hold from this moment on. Become aware of the blood running through your veins, your heart beating. Feel. 30 seconds left. All right, get ready to inhale, recovery breath in. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let your breathing come back to normal as you finish up the round. Feel your body bit by bit, starting with your fingers and your toes. Let your breathing normalize. Feel free to sit in the stillness of your body, the power of the breath. Whenever you're ready, start opening up your eyes, taking any movement that you need. Thank you for breathing with me today. If anyone wants to share in the comments their experience, if they have any questions, if how they're feeling right now. I know for me, I feel really relaxed. I definitely, when I hold my breath, I feel like the chemical release in my brain and my hands are tingly. Oh, the first time I did Wim Hof breath, I did 9 rounds of breathing through Wim Hof breath. It was a through the chakra meditation. And after like the 5th chakra or like the 6th, I'm wearing the 3rd eye and I'm just, the DMT is pumping in my brain. And I'm like, wow, I see why people get addicted to breath work. It is just like amazing. I was like, this is comparable to other things. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Luisa Fernanda. Beautiful exercise that you took us through. I am happy to open it up to questions if people want to leave questions in the comments or help on the microphone as well. So I just want to be clear that I was following along with your instructions correctly. So we got the breath in, starting with the belly, chest, and then breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. Is that right? Cool.
Yes, so you can he's actually said it, you can breathe with whatever feels comfortable to you. If it's your nose or your mouth, you just kind of really want to, I see it kind of like creating a wave in the body. So your belly, chest, and then out.
Awesome. And then after the round of the breathing in and out, then we are pushing all the air out and then we hold that. And then after that, we're breathing in all the way and then we hold that for a time. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, correct. So after the 30 breaths are over, you push all of the air out and you kind of just sit without breathing. It was a minute, so it's like I feel like this is a little bit a longer hold than if anybody needed to start off with. So feel free to start off with 30 seconds or 45 seconds. But we did a minute, and then I think a minute and a half with the last round. So we just kind of holding, and then we take a deep breath in, fill everything up, and then what my friend who taught me would like to say is kind of you want to squeeze the muscles around the spine, kind of really like physically and energetically. You can kind of squeeze the body. Again, if physically doesn't feel right, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical, but you can kind of imagine the spinal fluid going from the root to the crown is what we want. But I also sometimes physically just squeeze my whole body.
And how did you, so I'm glad I followed along. I was doing it with you correctly. We did 3 rounds. Is that kind of like for beginner breath worker? And then what do you do in your personal practice? How many rounds do you said 9 before, but is that the max that you've done?
So that is the max that I think 9 or 10. No, that's not the max that we've done. We've done 9 rounds in this breath work group. He does 9 rounds, and then we did 5 rounds of power breaths. So we would do 30, and then he would go faster, and then it was fast. So, and then he would say we would do 30, and then he would go faster, and then we would do 3 rounds of faster like that 5 times. So it was, I think, like maybe like 15 rounds has been my longest. Like the 9 rounds typically take like 45 to 50 minutes. Again, on my regular basis, I try to do the 3 rounds. That's kind of like my go-to because it's only 10, 11 minutes. Or the 4th round, which then will make it like 15 minutes.
And can you restate for us once more the benefits of breath work? How has it helped you?
Oh, so for me, I call it like going manually activating the parasympathetic nervous system. It's like the manual function that you can do. I know that I'm going to be inflamed throughout the day. I know that there's substances that are going to inflame my body. So how many times can I manually activate that vagus nerve to restore and heal the body? So there's a lot of benefits that have come from specifically Wim Hof that, you know, a lot of people claim. And again, try it out, your experience. Like for me, it definitely has helped me with focus. Definitely when I am feeling stressed, I do my breath and it makes me feel more relaxed. It helps enhance the immune system, and just that diaphragmatic breathing really massages organs that we're normally not massaging because people are, you know, holding their breath or breathing through their chest. So it is just so powerful for the body when we can manually activate that vagus nerve. And sometimes I can't stay still for meditation. This is more like in out. It's more like focus. I have like there's goals that need to be met. Like I need to do things. It's not just kind of, you know, the thinking meditation. So I really rely on breath work, specifically this type of breathing.
Thank you, Luisa Fernanda. Last question. You are an integrative nutritional health coach. Can you tell us what that is and about your work at Love Your Wealth?
So an integrative nutrition health coach, it is someone who focuses on holistically the body. Like we recognize that we're not just a physical body. It's not what we're just kind of consuming on the physical. We're also recognizing that we are a spiritual body, spiritual energy, and how can we get to the root cause? Because that's really what's creating the physical ailments, is a root cause interiorly. For me, Love Your Wealth, spelled WELLTH, your wellness, because I believe that wealth begins with it within. So when we take care of our bodies, when we take care of ourselves, when we treat ourselves like kings, like queens, like royalty, right? It just starts to mirror into everything that we do. We start taking care of our businesses, of our people around us, because we're putting in that work in ourselves. We're filling our cup first, and then we go out into the world. And I think that's something that I love about the human collective values and the alignment there, because of the fact that it's embodying these values first. And that's what Love Your Wealth for me is. It's embodying wellness and health. And again, I believe that the body can heal. The body was made to heal and restore and repair. The moment that you get your cut, you don't have to think about what's going on. Your body immediately knows that the cells have to go and repair and close it up, and within 2 days you start scarring. Like it's magical. So just creating that environment for your body to do what it's capable of doing.
Thank you so much, Luisa Fernanda. We're so happy to have you in the Human Values Collective. Everyone in this community is a helper and a healer, and we're so good at pouring into other people. But like you just said, you can't pour from an empty cup. So thank you for showing us another way for us to pour into our own cup so that we can show up even better in the world for other people. I'm encouraging everybody once again to click on the link that Andrea just put in the chat, and we'll put this on YouTube as well later so that you can keep up with all of the incredible value that Luisa Fernanda is sharing. So at this time, go ahead and follow her, and please put some claps in the chat. And thank you again, Luisa Fernanda. I know this won't be the last time that you'll lead a breathwork session for us, and I'm very grateful for that. So thanks for doing it for the first time today. Super exciting. In our last 4 minutes here, everybody, we're going to go into what is the value of the week. And at the Human Values Collective, this is what we're doing as a community of over 600 people, collectively practicing and pouring into our own cup so we can show up as the greatest example possible for our communities, for our partners, for our children, and for the world. So through the lens of love, we are practicing the sub-value inner child. Thought of the week, I have the power of love. So here is the objective this week: to draw on the power of the love that is already within us. Love can calm your fear reactions and help you to respond truthfully and lovingly to life's challenges. So we all, as young children, have an innate connection to our inner value and an innate connection to our inner love, to our power of love. We just had in church today a family that they just had their second baby, and they came in with the baby, and the whole basically church shut down. And everyone's like, baby, right? They're all like crowding around because the baby is still connected to that divine source of love, and it just radiates from the child, right? That happens all the way up until 6 years old. We're very free, very loving, very pure. And then some weirdness starts happening after that once, we're taught by the adults around us to be careful, don't do that, don't do this, careful when you do that. And then so we kind of like get on guard with everything in life, and fear starts to take over. That's okay, that's part of our evolution too. But now that we're adults, and now that we want to give so much to the world, but there's still all those fears and anxieties that we're dealing with and insecurities that we're dealing with. Now we're learning the tools that we need to refocus on the power of love, not to regain the power of love. It didn't go anywhere, but it might just been hidden under all of those layers of fear. So now we're showing up in community. We have made this desire of like, I want to show up more in my power of love. And one way or another, we were all drawn together to this community. And that's exactly what we're doing here, is practicing the power of love. So challenge is, can you respond with love in every single situation? In a time where there's this side and that side, what is that middle way? What is that middle path? The path of love. Instead of saying, well, I'm for them or I'm against them, what if we say we're for love, and we are making love the thing that we submit to? We're making love the thing that we surrender to. And we're using love as our compass and guidance to show up and do the things that we need to do in the world. I, as a teacher, in my first few years of teaching, already burning out, wanted nothing more than to help my students be happy. But I didn't realize how deeply unhappy I was until I started learning about education and human values. Then once I was able to take care of myself and take care of those fears that were preventing me to show up in my full power, in my kingship, on my throne, with my crown on, when I was able to forgive and let go of all these expectations I had on myself and connect with that love deep inside of me, then as that place became the source of love, not other people, then I was actually able to love myself in a deeper way. And then, oh man, I had an overflow of love. I say we're pouring into our own cup, it overflows and then spills on to everyone else and fills everyone else's cup from the overflow, not from the scraps. And that is just one illustration of the power of love that we like to talk about around here. So thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. Continue to be that loving person that you are, but just remember, we're filling up our own cup. One way of doing that is to show up in community here every single Sunday. So thank you for showing up. Bring a friend next time. Follow Love Your Wellth on Instagram. And we're just going to keep supporting each other and uplifting each other and using the power of love to make an impact in this world. And if we all do that together, we will make such an impact. And I'm grateful that we can do this work together. You've made today an amazing day just by you being you. There's no one like you in the whole world, and I like you just the way you are. Have a great rest of your night, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye.